everyone, welcome to the 1005th reset of Vanessa Roman, my visual novel that is thinly masquerading as a D&D campaign. My name is Maggie, or Meta if you know me through Tumblr. I am your humble game master and artist, and these are my lovely players. If you would like to introduce yourselves.
Yes, I'm Graham, and I am going to be playing Peter Shale. He is a big, lovable rock guy, really nice guy all around, despite his company. And we are still working on learning how to read, so making lots of good progress, but not quite there yet.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Flynn Misselpot. I am 3 feet of stubborn determination, a monk, a healer, and a halfling with something to prove. I wear rough clothing except for my extremely polished leather boots, and currently I'm pretty sure my part of my arm is left in a direwolf mouth, so, there's that.
Hello, my name is Bill Messer, and I play Priz O'Neill, a bard by trade and a tabaxi by breed, and I'm a pretty fun character. I like to do things and have a good time. I'm a little less serious than some of the others, but plan to get into a little bit of trouble.
Okay. My name's Ryan, and I play 5'11" goblin warlock named Herb Goblano. My goblin fact is that Herb believes mirrors steal whatever thoughts you have in front of them. A lie he was told by his uncle so he wouldn't look too closely at himself.
Definitely a real goblin.
Yep, also definitely a real goblin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what all the mirrors just have a sticker on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the mirrors in his village are actually just drawings of a goblin, and it's just, it's like bad crayon drawings. He's like, I guess this is what I look like.
I mean, they raided a local. They raided a local carnival, so they got all the funhouse mirrors.
Yeah.
It's all fun house.
They just make him look really short. Last time we left off, you guys did fight some wolves, specifically with your new friend, Iggy, the fire elemental, on your way to Karakton, the large capital city that has recently been taken over by some evil cultists in the tunnels. Iggy has told you that he is going to Karakton to go look for someone. And pop quiz for the players, do you guys remember why you were going to Karakton?
Join the cult.
Yep, join cult. We're all on the same page.
Pretty sure that's what we said. Yeah, join cult. Oh, and find someone to research why we're joining the cult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forget that.
Can't forget about that.
Oh, and they're looking for sage.
Yes.
Not thyme, not
Yes.
rosemary.
Or oregano. I do not. It's one of them.
So last we left off, you guys did finish off a long rest. Fortunately, you did manage to subdue the dire wolves, and all of your horses survived, which I feel like the need to say, I feel like they would have been in danger. They did not get brought up at all in combat.
Yeah.
They were just eating popcorn off to the side. But in the morning, I imagine that you all were on your way to the city. You were only about a couple hours out. But you are traveling with Iggy, though he has warned you that him being a fire elemental could cause some problems, just because there is a bit of prejudice surrounding elementals in concerns to what's happening in the town right now.
Can we roll constitution checks on that glue from last night?
Who all consumed the glue
I
from
definitely did.
the deer carcass?
I had some, but Flynn, why would we have to roll Constitution for this? I don't. It was delicious.
I do actually
The
think
cooking from Herb's hometown, you know.
I think Pewter actually gets an exemption, because I believe we established that Pewter now loves deer glue.
Yeah, and
But-
it probably converted.
Yeah.
Guilty.
But we'll go ahead and have Herb and Flynn
Okay.
roll. I don't think Priz drank / we'll say consumed any.
Nope. I was eating my kibble.
You
Got an
know,
11.
11,
Yeah, that's about right. I got an 8.
8.
I
Actually-
took the smallest little touch of my tongue to it. I remember not doing much. But It was
Priz,
enough.
Priz, I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll too, because I do believe that you ate some of the deer that you made, and that also was questionable. So we're gonna see if you get like salmonella or something.
And I'll see how we're playing it. All right. Okay.
I will say Flynn and Herb, I think you guys might be having some tummy troubles.
Okay.
I got a nat 20, well, swine, 21.
You used your nat 20 on the eating deer check. That's
I didn't do it on eating deer. I was told to do it for eating deer.
Frankly,
My dear.
it might be the best roll of the night.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be poisoned for the rest of the session.
yeah, no, you you
Well-
are feeling invigorated. You feel great, and you feel like you have a good understanding of how not to screw up the deer in the future. So ideally, if you ever try and cook deer again, you will do slightly better next time.
Slightly. All right.
Slightly
noted.
better. You had a ratatouille moment. You tasted the deer, and you're like,
It needs a little bit of this.
yeah.
It needs sage.
For those who weren't here last week, that deer made it, roadkill look like gourmet cooking. So
What's wrong, Flynn? You're clutching your little tummy so bad. Is everything
It's okay,
okay?
Pewter. I'm fine, Pewter. Daffy, please slow down. It's too much bumping.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, just don't look too weak in front of Miss Tuffet. She starts to get a little crazy, okay? She thinks you're going to die soon, okay? I can't help what she does. She's circling your horse, by the way. She's...
Why is she looking at me like that?
Okay. I don't know. But, I thought she was just cute little lamb when I brought her into this world, and now I realize that we are all in danger. And so...
She's sniffing the air around my feet. I don't like this.
Yeah, she's licking her lips too. Okay, I'm gonna put her back on her horse. Miss Tuffet, you take a little break, okay? And I buckle her in. Okay, alright, calm down. No, ma'am.
Iggy, how long do we have to ride to the town? Oh.
Iggy goes, I hate to break it to you, mate. We still got like 2 hours left.
Oh, that's
No. Oh God!
You know-
All right. I need. Where's Chunky's bag? I need something.
I love the idea that Chunky's bag was brought, but Chunky was not.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like Chunky's bag probably wasn't brought.
I think we left it with Chunky.
If only you
We
had
have new
some
bags.
sort of messenger.
You're right. I text as I'm bumping on a horse, trying to hold my throw up. Bag, please. And then I think about him almost like a second after.
No, wrong emote. There he is.
Ask him for some Pepto-Bismol. It's a potion. It might help.
Leaf
Bag,
once
bag.
Leaf goes, "You have to give me more warning."
Oh, too late. Oh. And
Oh no, not onto Leaf.
He's
I will
never
roll an
coming
improvised. I'm gonna roll an improvised attack here.
That's no,
Oh,
he's
no.
got little
did he
dragonfly
do?
wings. He's gonna fall.
Oh, it was terrible. It was a 12 to hit.
Okay, yeah, fortunately he dodges. But he once he kind of surpasses getting grossed out, and kind of looks over at you, he goes, hey, Paladin. And he's kind of gesturing to Iggy, but also like vaguely
Yes,
includes Pewter.
I'm
Yeah.
right here, and I'm in between them now. I am the paladin. Yes, hello.
Don't you guys have like a means of making people feel better? I don't know.
Oh yeah, of course. Do you not feel good? You feel sick, buddy?
I feel fine, but your friend here.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
It's just supposed to do that. Flynn.
I'm hanging by 1 foot on my saddle, like I'm just like dangling off the side of Taffy.
Leaf
Oh,
up.
are you talking about Flynn? I think he gets a little motion sick on his horsey. I don't know if I can help with that, you know.
Leaf flies down, and he goes, "All right, listen, if you give me like 10 gold, I can go buy you some fantasy Pepto-Bismol from the store."
Oh, please. And I just kind of gesture to the pouch that's like dangling from my hand.
He fishes out the gold. He true to his word, he only takes 10. And then he goes, I'm gonna need you to send me back, bud.
Oh, okay. And then he's gone.
Okay.
Wait, did I hear you need the Mr. Bismol? Is you feeling like is it because of something you ate? You feel like poisoned or something, Flynn? Because if that's the case, and I put my hand on his back, and I can use 5 lay on hand points, and I cure him of any poison, it's neutralized that's affecting the creature.
Leaf still gets paid for his DoorDash order, even if you don't end up using it.
Can we take the tip off?
That fee is high. All right. Oh. Wait, how long were you able to do that?
I've always been able to do this, actually. I just did not realize. I don't understand how you would get poisoned. We've all eaten the same things. It's delicious glue, and you did not eat my rocks, but they were fine, so...
Uh-huh. Well, good to remember for the future when you need a healing hand. Okay, I'm better now. Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, it is good. I can just heal myself. You're right. It's great to remember. We've all learned something today. Herb, are you feeling okay? I see a little pasty.
Yeah. The glue's just supposed to do that, you know. I think Herb is like one of those people who's allergic to bananas but eats them and just assumes that they're spicy for everybody.
Yeah.
So this is what the soup is supposed to do.
It's the I don't get sick mentality.
Yeah.
I guess I did not have enough then, because I actually don't feel any different, honestly.
Well, we're very different, you and I.
That's true. You're a goblin, very clearly.
Yeah.
I am not the goblin, so...
Iggy's riding his horse next to you, and he leans over to similar to what Graham said. I always imagine you guys walking in the order that you are lined up on the screen. So we'll say he rides his horse up next to, like, in between Priz and Flynn, and kind of lowly asks, "Okay, I wasn't gonna ask. So the thing with Herb in the goblin bit, is
What are you talking about?
like, is he actually a goblin?"
He says he's a goblin.
Well, I think he believes he's a goblin.
Iggy
I
looks
think
like
he's the only goblin I've ever actually met. I don't know. That's like a normal goblin. So...
Somewhere Maury sneezes.
Well, she's clearly not a goblin.
That's
'cause she
true.
doesn't look like me. So.
She's very abnormal. She's so small for a goblin, you know.
You look as if you've actually, like, started to convince Iggy that he's been wrong about goblins his whole life, and that Herb
Can we
is what
do
a
a
standard
persuasion
goblin looks
thing?
like. Yeah, go ahead.
Or just gotta gaslight everybody in your fantasy world.
Maury just goes in. Maury turns into the villain at the end of this because everyone keeps telling her she's not a real goblin. Would you roll on that persuasion check?
Who's rolling? Is it?
Oh.
It would be Pewter, right?
Oh, I figured it was.
I guess it could be me because I wasn't the one talking to him.
That's
I thought
fair.
it'd be Pewter.
Yeah,
I can, yeah, you want me to, is that...
I get 30-20.
I think it's persuasion
I think
because
it's
you genuinely
yeah.
believe it. You're not trying to deceive him.
I agree.
So, that makes sense, but,
it'd be funnier if you were bad at it.
I think I have. I can't. I think actually my stats might got messed up from last time looking at it. But I thought I had deception proficient because in my head. Oh no, I had intimidation. I had intimidation because I thought that Pewter would unintentionally intimidate people. Okay, I'll roll persuasion. I got a 9.
A 9.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, this is okay.
Everyone's very persuasive. Flynn
Yeah.
and Priz. And Peter's... I think you have to have a healthy amount of skepticism.
Yeah, I think it's a good balance of like Iggy is starting to question this, and he thinks about this on the rest of the trip to Caracton, which we are actually going to head on into.
Before we get there,
sure.
I'd like to use my minor illusion spell to generate a new head for Iggy, and
like a new
I'll
helmet?
post it in the jar. Well, no, like a new head. Or I guess it could be a helmet, but whatever. It's an object that covers his head, and I'd like it to look like the picture in general,
Okay.
if possible.
Wait, hold on.
There's just a crudely drawn face, smiley face with a big triangle nose and eyes looking in two opposite directions.
No.
Is what I'm seeing here.
Why do you do this to me? I have art
Is there a
in
way
this
we can share this with
campaign.
chat? This needs to be seen. This art.
I'd like to use
I
minor
like this
illusion
day.
every minute to put that on his head so people don't assume he's some sort of strange creature and he just looks like a normal person.
Might as well just put a paper bag on with 2 holes. Oh, there it is.
You
Wow,
know,
where
every
did he
day,
go?
every day I make art for this campaign.
Oh,
I work day and night.
Now, this is
Who are you,
art.
stranger? Who is this strange person who has appeared in our midst?
It's okay, guys. I think they won't recognize him as a fire elemental if he just looks like a normal person.
Oh no.
Are you talking about Iggy? He's gone. Who is? I'm talking about this guy
It's
right
Iggy.
here. Okay,
Um,
playing again.
Iggy,
That is clearly not Iggy. He does not look like a big rock
um,
head thing.
Look at it again.
At the risk that this might draw more attention than we care to draw in town, would you be in any way offended if I tried to enhance yours with a minor illusion spell of my own?
No, I go for it.
I don't know. I
Alright,
think it's
right,
fine.
He does look like it. He does look just like a person, though.
Iggy
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
know what he
we're just-
looks like, so he's assuming that you're correct.
And we don't have any mirrors, or at least I
Yeah.
don't.
Well,
I was convinced, Iggy. You look very different. You don't look the same at all.
I mean,
I think if it fooled
yeah.
Detective Pewter, I think we're good.
Yes, I don't go by Detective Pewter anymore. I haven't for some time, but
Mm.
the implication that at one point Pewter was a detective, though.
Here's a one shot. Future Detective Agency. We never get the guy.
we're closed. Go home.
I also love the idea that, as amazing as this minor illusion is, minor illusion struggles if, like, things pass through it. Like, it kind of wavers the illusion. And Iggy's head is constantly moving because it's like an active flame. So I imagine, like, on top of the illusion looking like this, it's also just constantly kind of, like, waving like a PowerPoint, like, flag-looking animation.
No, it's like the inflatable arm waving men in front of the conduit lamps.
You've turned Iggy into a wacky waving inflatable tube art man.
Exactly that.
I want you to know that before this bit, I had switched it for half a second over to the dramatic music and then switched it back to the ragtime tunes. So we're about to switch back to dramatic oh, wait, hold. I am going to have to re-put this on. Let me copy this real quick. Because as we move over to Caracton, I need to obviously recopy
Oh,
this.
Iggy's back.
No.
Oh no!
Oh,
Where'd
he's
he go?
gone again. What the hell? What in Baldur's name is happening
Oh
here?
God, there's bodies in the street. What is that? Oh my God. The horror.
Man, this is like, I'm about to do like a little serious monologue, and this is gonna just be on screen the whole time. I hope that people who are listening to this and not looking at the screen are just like, as you all ride into the capital city, you very quickly realize that the outskirts of town feel somewhat abandoned. The normal bustling crowds of people that are collecting to go into the Colosseum in the center, home of the many events and sports that the Eastern continent has to offer, have been replaced with a dusty, heavy feeling in the air. And as you all kind of ride into town on your horses, slowing down, I'm going to need all of you to roll a perception check for me.
I got the 7. I'm too busy assessing the newcomer to the group.
14.
If he's a paladin or not.
Yeah, little distracted. I get 11.
Okay.
All right, I hate wasting every roll I ever had. 17 plus 4, 21.
All right. I will say, Herb, you rolled a 14, right?
Yes.
Okay. Prison Herb. You can kind of sense the feeling of death in the air. There's kind of a dark feeling, a heavy feeling, and Priz, with your role specifically, you can kind of sense the buzz of some sort of magic that's kind of wafting around the entire town. And with your perception check, you do manage to see towards the center of town, where you notice that portions of the street have fallen in to reveal the tunnels underneath that you were told about before. You do see some figures that are kind of gathered around the entrance and are kind of walking around.
Ah, this is nice. Reminds me
Yeah.
of home.
Me too. We had a lot of tunnels in my hometown.
What? You had tunnels too?
yeah.
No, shut up, Herb. Shut
I
up.
couldn't fit in most of them because they were like 2-3 feet tall. But
Oh,
it's
why
okay.
would they be? That doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
That
I
sounds
don't know.
like perfect height. Oh, for you is a problem, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
This is for goblins, not for whatever you are.
Whatever you are.
Wait, Peter, what do you think I am?
You're human, right?
No, Peter.
No, he's a dwarf.
You're gnome.
Oh wow.
You said no.
I feel like this is a conversation that could go on for quite a while, and right now I have the worst smell in my nose, and I don't know how you guys cannot smell that in the air.
I don't have a nose, so it helps.
I mean, Flynn, I hear you. Has anybody else knows over there? Do you see those people? Right over there with a hole.
Yeah, Priz, I have eyes, I just don't have nose. But also, I did
Okay.
not see those people until you pointed them out. So thank you.
Right. Well, I mean, over there. What I'm saying is, we should go check that out because clearly there's nobody up topside, like Flynn said. I mean, it smells like death around here.
Oh.
You see people. I mean, do they look kind of short, like koboldy size, or
Human size?
or halfling size? Like what a halfling would be height wise.
Or dwarf size.
Now that you're looking, and I'll say now that Priz has pointed it out, you all can kind of see the figures as well. That they appear to be a variety of sizes that you would expect to find in any town. So a couple medium-sized like humanoids. There are a couple maybe gnomes or halflings. someone on the shorter side, one larger person, but it seems like it's a variety.
You're just staring at them and then keeps looking back to Flynn and squinting his eyes and just trying to piece it together.
Hey, Iggy, anything you've been here before, right? So is there any insight? I mean, it looks like, random gathering over there.
Okay, first of all, before I say anything, is the thing on my face supposed to block my vision? Because it's sort of like right in front of my face, and I cannot see anything.
Hold on, come here a sec. I'll use my claw and I'll rip a hole where the eyes are, very gently.
It's not paper, it's an illusion.
It looks like paper to me.
He's just swatting, and the thing is, even as he goes through the illusion, he can also pass through, like, Iggy's head. Like, Iggy can make his head non-corporeal. So you're just sort of, like, swatting, to no real avail. Yeah, he goes...
This didn't work.
Yeah, I feel like this is maybe not working.
I'll recast it where he has now 2 holes where the eyeballs in the illusion would be.
Mascot.
If you needed a mask, I think this Tuppet still has that wolf face on.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, it's so evil of y'all to make me do this.
Yeah, we all did this.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the art. We're waiting.
No, the wolf skin is not coming out. I'm not. Iggy goes.
That's what you think.
Iggy goes. Listen, I've only been to Correcton like once or twice. Certainly didn't look like this. I guess be careful. They could be cultists, but they could also be civilians. I can't really tell from here.
We should go.
Well, only one way to find. Yeah, what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Let's go.
As you all approach, you quickly realize that the group appears to kind of be staggering around. They don't really seem to have any real direction to their steps. And as you approach, I'm just going to use your perception checks from before. Priz, you're the first to notice that these are not living people. These are a few shambling corpses. Specifically, old skeletons that appear to have kind of pulled themselves out of the ground and are wandering around. And 2 of them, when they kind of come in contact with each other, start, like, growling and pushing at each other, and even though they seem pretty passive when they're walking around, as soon as they come in contact with something, they appear to get violent. And
Like beta fish.
Like beta fish.
Yeah, like beta. Well, guys, I don't think we have to worry about Iggy's disguise anymore. I think there's other things going on in this town that would raise bigger eyebrows. So I'll get rid of that.
You're getting rid of the disguise?
Yes, for now.
Yes, thank you.
I've not
He's happy now.
Keep it in the assets for DS.
Every single NPC I introduce, you're like, but what if they had a different face?
Yeah, that art's great, Maggie, but
we're kind of tired of looking at it. Pull up the image. I'm very good at making art, and I put a lot of effort into it, which is why this is also an asset that I have.
Herb, I think you need a minor illusion that's upsetting me.
Okay.
Such a
That was great. Everyone's so friendly.
They're not very good dancers, though. Look at them. I haven't seen dancing this bad since it was my friend Commander. He was a shepherd.
Oh,
So.
God.
No.
Get off the call.
Okay.
Piotr, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
distantly,
sorry, I don't have
the
friends.
skeleton heard that and groaned, and he that's oh shoot, the second one.
Oh no, you upset
no.
his funny bone.
Okay.
That joke had a
I'm
massive
undead.
effect. It's terrible. Anyway.
Okay. Iggy
Sorry,
goes.
that joke was dead on arrival. Sorry.
None of this is humorous. All right. As you all approach and kind of, well, I'll say, Priz, you notice first that they're corpses. I
think me and Herb are talking to the corpses.
That's fair. Okay.
That's what we've established.
Iggy goes, they sort of appear to be blocking the entrance, but it'd probably be best if we could try and sneak by them. Maybe don't initiate them.
It's okay. We have a plan for these kind of situations. And I think really hard.
Hi, how's it going?
Wait, whoa, is Leaf even in here? Surely oh, there he is. Yes, he is. Thank goodness. There he is. I was like, surely I didn't put him not in a file.
Does he have
You wouldn't think we would not summon him in every single location.
Yeah, I have to put him
come on
everywhere.
Hey, so you remember the alley where you scoped it out and you were really sneaky and you got us some more information? Well, and I kind of gesture my head over to the shambling corpses.
But Flynn, wasn't that information really bad? He said there was nothing in the alley.
Oh yeah, but nothing attacked him.
Leaf actually looks more upset, not at the fact that you're using him like this, but he goes, I went and I bought your stuff and then you never summoned me again. I'm so confused. When I don't want you to summon me, you summon me, and then when you tell me you're gonna summon me and I take time out of my day to make plans, then I'm just sitting around and nothing happens. I'm trying so hard to like...
That was like 6 hours ago.
Yeah, it was 6 hours ago.
Hey guys, we should give them some space to work this out, just the two of them. This seems pretty personal. I'm getting a little awkward.
I'm sorry. Did you actually bring it though? Because I don't think I want to rely on Peter for bailing me out next time.
He sighs and he pulls out the little pink tablets. I do not have this asset, unfortunately. You're just gonna have to use your imaginations. It's a little pink package, and
it says... Is it a tubal one, like in the little Flintstone? Like, is it like the one that's like shaped like a little pony? I just...
He got you the kids version. Well, no, it says, if you're feeling abysmal, use Bismol. And then in the corner there's an asterisk, and it says Fantasy Bismol.
Yeah, the Warlock Pepto.
Yeah.
Got it.
And Leaf kind of begrudgingly goes, okay, what am I scoping out? And he flies into the air, and you see him kind of scoot off. I imagine Leaf kind of operates like Navi from Ocarina of Time, where Z targeting is functional because he goes over there and kind of like, you see him scouting information as he jumps from...
Awkwardly starts rotating around them.
In the distance you hear, hey, listen!
What? What is it? What's going on?
I'm gonna keep rotating your camera in the wrong direction so that you jump badly. Sorry, that was a...
Oh no. I think he's losing it.
Yeah.
That's years-long gripes with Ocarina of Time's controls. Anyway, he flies back and he goes, I mean, they're definitely corpses. I don't know what you expected.
Well, you kind of flew off. I mean, we were talking about other stuff, some Pepto Warlocks, and anyways, we kind of need to know how to get around them sneakily.
Oh, well, there's a lot of them, and I noticed that the tunnel there actually has a door on the other side, so if you manage to sneak by them, the door should be able to close behind you, and I don't think these guys are alert enough to be able to operate door handles.
Okay, so the plan is you start saying, hey, listen, as loud as you can on the other side, and we go around the opposite way, and then before they get to you, I'll unsummon you.
I don't know if I trust you enough to pull that plan off. But only because I have the luxury of flying straight into the air, and I don't think these guys have the mobility to throw rocks at me. We can try it your way.
What do you guys think? That's just first thing came to mind. Either that, or
I'm looking at the lamb, like, who's already, I'm assuming, sharpening another shank.
She's already got crimson robes on. I don't know where she found them. Just pulled over her, like the hood.
There's a spare corpse that clearly hasn't been reanimated laying on the side of the street, and she is just assembling the bones in a very upsetting little circle.
Oh no, it's a tauntaun situation.
How many of the corpses are there?
A lot. Think like like zombie movie where they're kind of moving in a little horde.
Well, I've got a crazy idea. How about do you want to use like a massive distraction? Hear me out. What I'm saying is, I have a spell, a cantrip called Mage Hand, but my ring allows me to change a letter. So what we could do is on the other side set up a mage band, a bunch of mages. They'll be playing in a band, like really loud, really obnoxious music. I'm the kind of thing to make skeletons just want to smash each other's heads in. And a mage band cantrip they'll just play, and I think it'll be a great show. And then I think the skeletons will like it and they'll head that way. Thoughts?
I'm going to be Priz. I love the plan. Just a thought that I was thinking of is, it seems like this ring is very powerful. When I used it to make a lamb, we stopped it here. She's still here. She seems pretty like real. You think that this mage band will be people, like real people, and then we will watch the zombies rip them to pieces as we escape?
Well, they're mages. Mages, so I mean, they hope defend themselves. I don't know. I've never used it.
Human transmutation is strictly forbidden, all right?
There is one rule.
There's a taboo among mage users.
Wait. I can't use Mage Band.
You can use Mage Band.
Awesome.
I mean, you can, but
who's to say the consequences?
I will not tell you.
Pissed off at us.
I think we really want to be part of this plan. So can he like head up the band, like be front singer?
All right, we will have to do mage. We have to do mage band.
Now, Prince, I love the idea. I don't want to tell you when and where you can't create life. It's up to you. But it is just going to be a moral conundrum. Is were they teleported here? Did they exist beforehand?
Leaf
just to be eaten. That is their existence.
Leaf goes, honestly, I would rather it be the mage band than me. So my vote's for the mage band, personally.
I think we should also do the mage band.
That's 2 votes for the mage band.
I assume Priz is on board as well.
I vote no sacrificing people to the zombies.
But wait. Here's the thing, though. I think a cantrip, if the zombies get right on top of them and it looks bad, I think I can make them go away. I mean, if I stop the cantrip,
mercy kill.
Zombies could also make them go away, Priz. That is the problem.
We can feed them to the fishes, if you know what I mean.
I can make them cease to exist.
We can make
on
them
this
disappear.
Plane.
Okay, I don't. I feels like I'm the only one against this, so I guess we just go with that plan. But if they are people and their lives are in danger, I might have to step in and help, just so everyone is on the same page.
I'm surprisingly split here because although I think it's a genius plan, the lamb is living, and I am a little afraid we are sending some people to their doom. But
I hadn't thought of it that way, actually. Well, that was my master's plan.
Hey, wait, you know what? We could always just try.
You could, Priz, why don't you summon the mage band and you ask them what they think about it? Maybe they would like to play a big concert.
Hold on a second. I just had a brilliant idea. Let's turn it into a sage band, and we finish our quest.
That's 2 letters. You can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
technicality.
yeah, see, I thought of this.
She perfectly balanced all
Yes.
of these items.
Every
With
single
the
item I've
siddle
run
being
these
okay
tests.
With the sage hand. Yeah, would the siddle be okay with just a sage hand?
If you know,
No.
you get enough safety parts, and I think that
Leaf
Puppet
goes-
could fuse them together.
Leaf goes, if you use a spell and I end up losing an arm, I will not be happy.
What are you
I
gonna do
do
about
like
it?
that.
No,
I-
I can make your arm
Now,
come.
I will
Leaf-
sneak
Leaf.
into your rooms at night and put spiders in your mouth. Do not test me.
I love spiders.
Yeah, I was gonna say, herbs like that sounds delightful.
We eat spiders all the time.
Leaf, here's a key to his door. You can go into Herb's room and give him the spiders people had for me.
Briz, did you have a key to Herb's room
That's
this whole
more
time?
alarming.
Well,
What room?
that's a long story anyway. But Herb and I were planning a mutiny a long time ago, and we anyway.
Things
So,
you don't admit to, ideally. Alright, so are you summoning the mage band?
Oh, I feel a little bad about this. Real people coming from other planes and then
Well,
being
you know-
consumed by zombies.
No, we could talk
they
to
could-
them first, Briz.
Wait,
Well,
what if-
I think they might start playing if they're over here with us, and that kind of defeats the purpose. And if I cast it behind them over there, so they go that way, we can't talk to them because all the zombie guys will be between me and the band. I mean, we can't
Okay.
be with the band and be and the band be a distraction. Am I
Um,
right?
I mean, do you have the spell Toll the Dead? Maybe we could poll the dead and ask them questions. Distract them that way.
I don't, but if you or if someone has a better idea, I'd loan you my ring right now, and you could do it. If you got a better plan, I'll loan you the ring. No,
I have
no
Spare the Dying, and I was thinking we could turn that into Scare the Dying, and they would all run away.
Oh,
Wait, are they dying or they dead? That's a beautiful thing.
Well,
We
I
should
think that
poll
gets a
them.
bit theological on whether you believe in the soul or not. But they're moving.
So what I'm
it's
hearing
worth
is
a
we
try.
pull them and then we scare them. So they're
I don't
afraid
think
of the
we poll
election.
them. I don't think we poll
Okay.
them.
I don't think anyone has Pull the Dead, unfortunately.
no. And I had message, and I was going to do massage, but I don't think they got muscles, so that one died on the vine.
I feel like, yeah, is that spelled the same way? Yeah. We haven't gotten into what a misspelled word would do.
Oh. Well, do we want to do Herb's plan? I mean, just scare the bejeebers out of them?
I raise my hand. My vote's Herb. I think that's a great plan.
I like the not sacrificing living creatures part of the plan. I'm surprised this is coming from Herb. He seemed pretty on board.
All right, Herb.
Leaf
This
goes.
is growth.
Leaf goes. Honestly, I was kind of excited about the mage band, but yeah, preservation of life, whatever.
We can do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
another time, and then we can just have like 4 wizard friends. We don't
Hey.
have to feed them to these zombies. That's not
You know
the
what?
only use case.
Iggy goes.
On the
Hi,
way
when
back, we could have the mage band play on the boat. That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic.
That is a great idea, Briz. Yeah, I like
yeah.
this.
every
part. I like
time
that.
you wrap a session, it's like the mage band kicks in. It's like.
Oh, it's a cantrip. I could do it all the time, mate. All the time. If we don't like the song, we change them.
You keep summoning the same 5 people, and then it's
I
like by
don't
the
know.
end of the campaign, there's like 500 copies of the same 5 people like roaming the earth,
Right.
like Officer Jenny
Yeah.
type rules. It's just there's a bunch of the
Only-
same band.
But just so there's just one artist they can't play, but that's my only rule. So, listen, with this ring, I loan you, and here, take the ring and just give it back when you get a chance.
Of course,
mate.
of course.
But
Yeah,
here you go.
I'll give it back right after. I don't want to.
No.
Take your
No,
ring.
hang on to it for now. And,
Okay.
and Pewter, Flynn, if someone's got something that works with it, let's think of it as a community.
I think it's
Some
communal.
people
I think
got
it's too
something.
powerful.
Yeah, I think we could all share it. So cool. You're on, Herb.
Alright, I'd like to cast Scare the Dying, but I'm since reading this spell and it says choose a creature, so I think it does it to exactly one of them.
Well, maybe you can hope for herd mentality if you really scare one of them, they'll like tell their friends.
Alright, I'll just point generally at the crowd and cast Scare the Dying and see what happens.
Yeah, you cast Scare the Dying on, we'll just say, like, you shoot Dead Sinner, like, first zombie skeleton that you hit. And, it kind of, it looks rattled, you could say.
Okay.
Alright, I think that's our time here today. No, it quickly kind of starts almost spasming as it kind of flails around, and you see it smack into some of the skeletons around it, which causes the next wave of skeletons to smack into each other as they kind of react. Because again, as the combat sort of initiates, or the contact rather, this seems to trigger the skeletal remains to become violent. And as this sort of happens, you see them start kind of brawling, but you also see that parts of the horde are splitting off and charging down the streets. Again, think like a zombie film. And that's... This doesn't...
Any towards us?
They are heading towards you, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, this was a bad idea.
Wait, hand me the ring. I want to try something.
Alright, I'll hand him the ring.
A timer is ticking, so you better act fast.
It's okay, I have plan, okay? I've been learning from my books about farm animals. I've been wanting to try this one out.
Oh, God.
And I point, and instead of Moonbeam, I would like to cast Moo Beam towards the charging horde of undead. That is a second level spell, so I hope that something good comes of this.
You cast Moo Beam on this horde of skeletons, and the horde turns into they sort of transform into a pack of raging bulls,
Undead bulls.
turning it dead bulls full of energy.
Wow, this is so much worse.
I hand the ring back to Priz. I said, okay, well, that was my idea.
So what I'm gonna need you to do, now there is a stampede of partially rotting or skeletal bulls that are charging towards you. They seem to be blind, so I'm gonna need you guys to roll dexterity checks to try and dodge the incoming bulls, unless you have an alternative means of escaping. You also hear, just very briefly, Leaf go, "Send me back, send me back, send me back!"
No one's paying attention.
Too busy dodging.
As I try to jump out of the way.
Alright, I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 19 plus 3, 22.
Okay.
25 for Flynn.
Okay.
Wow, Flynn.
Can I just try to grab the bull? Or, you know what, I got a better idea. I'm gonna curl up in a ball and put Miss Tuffet inside, like, my ball form. And I'm gonna curl up, and it's gonna be like that scene from Guardians of, like, with the group face inside the ball, and Miss Tuffet's in there.
He did die in that movie. Sorry, spoilers.
What?
whoa.
I say as the skeleton runs over the ball.
All right, I'm going to, we'll
You
say,
hear the music from Lion King.
I had the rhinos in my mind from the Jungle one.
I'll say,
Jumanji.
Yeah.
Leaf,
I've seen things.
Leaf flies into the air and quickly darts forward. Fortunately, he is safely out of harm's reach. And you see him kind of fly over towards the entrance of that tunnel where he goes, "Over here!" And then he flies inside, kind of giving you all a point of direction where you're running. Flynn, Priz, and Herb, you all are barely managing to dodge out of the way. Some more adept than others as you are dodging this stampede of cows and bulls. And Pewter, as you kind of curl up into a ball, hoping for the best, praying to the boulder that you get through this, you actually feel a pair of hands start pushing you, attempting to roll you down the street to get you to the end. And I don't know how perceptive you are in ball form. I imagine not very.
Well, I realized that either Miss Tuffet has learned to manipulate gravity or
And also-
or I'm rolling.
I mean,
He's
it
just
could be
like,
hamster ball. You know?
And Flynn, Priz, and Herb, as you make your way to the entrance, and you three do manage to get around this stampede. Though you do end up kind of scuffling with the crowd of skeletons that are all hugging that doorway, and you're rushing inside, barely managing to escape the claws of these skeletons. You see, as a very quickly gaining speed, balled up pewter Shale is rolling at you at high velocity. And Iggy is behind him, pushing just to make sure that he gets to safety. But you do notice as right towards the end, Iggy, being kind of a broad frame, gets caught in the shoulder by one of the rampaging bulls. And while Pewter keeps flying towards the three of you, Iggy is kind of caught back. And just as Pewter barrels you down, you hear Iggy shout, "Don't let her!" And then as Pewter clears the threshold and bangs into the wall behind you, the door that Leaf had mentioned slams shut, effectively trapping Iggy outside and you all inside.
Well, that's not good.
I'm laying on the ground. I'm kind of like, I've started to come out of boulder form a little bit. Are the big moo cows gone? What's going on?
They were pretty scary. I mean, there was one red one with wings. It was terrifying. But
Oh, that sounds
we got
horrifying.
past them. But unfortunately, did you guys hear what Iggy was saying? He looked like he was kind of getting swept aside there.
He said, "Don't let something."
Don't let her or herd.
Probably the
Don't
herd
let
of cows. Yeah.
this
I mean,
herd
that
of
would make
cows
sense.
run me over. My,
Well, we really dropped the ball on that one.
You know what? Hold on one sec. I think about dismissing Leaf finally, and then I resummon him back with us. Hey, Leaf, did you hear what Iggy said?
also, is he alive?
That too.
Leaf goes, I was in here with you. I was 2 feet away. I flew in
Oh,
here
I thought you
before
were
you guys
flying up.
did.
Oh. Okay, thanks. And then I dismiss him.
Not
Oh,
very
that was my
helpful.
idea. Yeah.
Hey,
That
Yuta,
guy.
how is Tuffet? How's she doing?
Well, hold on. Let me unball her cloak, billowing cloak. She seems
Miss
very
Tuffet.
upset.
Yeah,
She's shanking me with the knife right now, but it doesn't seem to be penetrating the rocky skin. I would maybe everyone give Miss Tuffet a little space for now until she cools off, okay?
In a moment of
I'm not
levity,
going near her anyway.
Miss Tuffet has the like spiral eyes as she kind of wobbles around, cartoonishly. But you all find yourselves in this kind of dark room with these ominous-looking cloaks, which you notice on the side they appear to be mannequins lining the walls, and in the center there is a pile of these cloaks. That all appear to be, I don't know, rather cultish in nature. Who's to say, though, really? And you notice the door behind you is really less of a door and more like a big stone wall that has been lowered, making it very difficult to reopen. It almost appears like a stronghold of some kind.
Pewter, do you think you can eat your way out of here?
Well, I'm a bit peckish, so yes, I'm going to start on that. Let's see. I walk over to the big door. I give it a rat-a-tat-tat. What does it feel like it's made out of? What do we think?
It is a igneous rock, or igneous rock, rather.
Oh, yummy. I start to nibble on the corner
Uh-huh.
as much as I can.
It tastes bad, in all honesty, because there are, there's been a lot of death around this soil, so you're getting maybe some, like, biocomponents that I imagine Pewter is not fond of. He does not eat anything other than, sediment and rock.
The occasional glue to keep it all together.
The occasional
Helps
glue,
with
yes.
passing. I spit it out. No, I could probably eat it out of here, but it's actually really gross, so I'm not going to do that.
I can't believe the cultists had bitter int too. Like, astonishing. They thought that far ahead.
Truly evil, these ones here.
So, how many robes are in the room? Let's see. 1, 2. Well, I mean, I don't see a halfling-sized one.
In the center, the pile of robes appears to potentially be different sizes, but you'd have to kind of wrestle through them to find out.
Very inclusive cult.
It is a very inclusive cult. They're always recruiting.
That's really it's refreshing to see, because you don't want to. Anyway, here, let's take some time. Everybody, try one on. What do you think? I don't think any will fit me. I'm quite large. Maybe I just wear mine like a toga, kind of like a sash, wrap it around. This is probably fine. What do we think?
I think it's the thought that counts. I think they'll understand.
It's very inclusive cult, is what I heard.
Yeah.
So
I imagine I see the blue glowing eyes from underneath the hood, right?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a hood.
Aw,
just like-
wear the hood.
Okay, hold on. I'll get the second one, and I put it over as a hood, but it's like I can't wear it, so it trails on my back like a cape, and then I have a sash.
I'm wearing the hood, but I put my trucker hat on top of the hood.
Oh yeah, okay, so I do have a reason I removed your trucker hat. Namely, it was a flat, like, PNG, and yours is an animated character, so the hat wasn't moving. Also, I didn't like it, personally.
Okay.
So much judgment.
Autistic license.
Let me give you the made-up reason, and then let me tell you why.
Perhaps that will be your Citadel outfit where you can get the hat, but on missions when I want a serious look, which definitely isn't ruined by anything else.
Very serious.
Very serious campaign.
Yeah, the hat's DLC. You gotta pay $10.
True.
Just Venmo Maggie.
Yeah, it's a
Go to
gotcha
merch
game.
store where you can, go to the merch store. You can get it. Copy it.
If you just pay 5,000 gems, you can roll for a chance for rare skin herb that has the hat on. It's super rare though.
Don't tell our chat about our future endeavors.
That's a
Jeez.
5-star
Yeah.
herb.
You should get the shiny Iggy. Comes with the hood on top. It's great.
Is there a halfling-sized one?
There is. They're, like I said, very inclusive cult. In all honesty, it may have been for a gnome. It's hard to
don't
tell.
You dare.
It might
Does it have a name tag?
Oh,
Do they all have name tags?
Billy gnome.
roll a investigation check.
I'll
Computer
roll for
wouldn't
that.
check. Put that up
Computer
there.
couldn't check.
16.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What did Flynn roll? 6? Okay. Flynn, as you're kind of digging through, checking, there are name tags you don't really see any names that you recognize. It's just a lot of like, you know, Joe, Carl, Nora, Samuel.
Uncle Mistlepot?
Oh, that's gonna be awkward in Thanksgiving when you go there.
Herb, with your role, you're kind of peering at the names too, and you don't really see any that strike your interest. But as you're kind of in this room, it could have been a flicker of the light. It could have been a trick of the shadows. You could have sworn you saw one of those mannequins move.
Guys, I think the things on the walls are alive.
Just because Iggy was a living fire guy, Herb, I don't think all fire is alive. Okay, those are just torches.
I would never generalize, but I think these ones might. No, not the torches. The hooded figures. You know.
Oh, okay. That is
What
more
was it?
plausible.
Yeah, that. What was I supposed to roll for that? Apologies.
What are you talking about, Triz?
Chris,
Yeah, what?
Just,
I mean,
I was saying, I was talking about.
robes.
this is a tense
sort-
situation, Chris. We need
Yeah, I was
level-headed.
talking I'm still. When Pewter rolled in here, I was still a little bit thrown off by that. Apologies. So you think, Herb, the robes are alive?
Yeah, I think I saw one move.
We
Probably
can
nothing
ask
to worry
them.
about. We
Hello?
should.
Uh-oh.
I'm waving my hand in front of one of the hooded figures.
There are 6 lining the wall. Do you pick one in particular?
I'm just gonna be on the. I'll say I'm on the right side.
Okay.
In the middle.
Middle? Okay. Roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got a natural 20 plus 2.
Wow. Pewter, as you're intensely waving your hand, going, hello. As you kind of go for a particularly wide swing, if you're looking at the right side and you're looking at the one in the center, the one in the to your left, you see it kind of flinches, almost as if it's worried that you're going to swing too wide and hit it. But the other, the center and the one on the right, still not moving at all.
Okay, I'll turn around with my back to them now, and I'll say, well, Herb, this, I don't think it's alive, but I think that one over there might be, and you want to talk to him? Or her?
Oh, right. We shouldn't assume.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna take the torch off the wall. Can I do that?
Yeah, I don't have the asset for that, but
That's
we
okay.
can pretend
That's okay.
like it's
I won't
gone.
be
Yeah.
holding it for long. I won't be holding it for long. And then I'm gonna try and light one of them on fire.
Which one?
The one, I don't know, middle right.
Middle right. Okay.
And when
Yeah.
I move out of the way.
Yeah, I'm backing up too.
You lower the torch to the cloak on the middle right, and the bottom lights up a little bit. It's slow burn, but it doesn't seem to be moving at all. It seems like it's that one seems like it might legitimately be a mannequin.
Just be careful though, because the one to that direction, that is over there, and I point at the one on the left. I think that might be a real person in there, so we don't want to set them on fire. Okay,
Well,
that wouldn't be very nice. I'm
I
saying
think,
this out.
I think I'm just gonna go around the room until he maybe decides he wants to be sociable.
I think if you, I mean,
Right, or
if you guys
she.
don't know Herb, if you don't know Herb, I would suggest speaking up. He will do it. So it
I'm
might be
starting to
time
light the
to.
next one on fire.
Yeah, I'd
Which
speak
one?
up at this point.
I'm going clockwise, so to the one to the right.
Okay, so you're gonna hit every single one except the one that moved.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
give him some time.
psychological.
Okay.
Give him some time.
You roll intimidation.
It's gonna be sad if it's not a good roll. 14.
14.
I feel like this gets advantage.
Yeah,
If
you
you're
can roll with advantage.
literally-
Lighting it on fire. 21,
like
okay.
21.
staring
Okay.
at the hooded
Um,
figure.
As you start to like lean down to light the next one on fire, Finally, the figure kind of tucked away in the corner, you see move. And very quickly they raise their hands up, and they go, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything, and I don't know anything about the fire elemental in the basement.
What?
And on that note, we are going to take a 5-minute break.
Well, there's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, they got Iggy really quickly. Like, that was surprisingly quick.
I thought we had to save his sister from the basement.
Birdcage.
Well,
What's going on?
he didn't say she was a fire elemental. He just kind of like skirted around the question. So, you know, who knows?
Feeling like a rerun of it.
Can they still hear us, or are we off?
Yeah, I'm about to switch back over, so we'll.
I was gonna say, for I got an inspiration about Mage Sand. I just want people to know that did not go unnoticed.
Okay.
Appreciate.
Alrighty, we'll switch over and be right back.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
So,
Pretty
Herb,
good. We just met you. You were up against the wall. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty terribly, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta clarify. So you're not gonna, please don't kill me. I promise I don't have anything to do with the cult at all.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I'm inclined
You
not
are
to
wearing
believe
robe.
you. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
We all
see you.
We're all wearing the robes, to be honest.
that's true. That's true.
Good point.
That is, yeah. Okay, you got me there.
Well, I mean, obviously you have to be wearing a robe to get through the door. That's why there's a robe on the door.
Oh,
Right.
that's.
Right.
Oh, that is why we're wearing robes. That makes a lot of
Posted the
sense.
robe on the door.
Right. That's why I'm looking for a Tuffet-sized robe right now. I've got to get the little one.
So, are you also here for the baby?
The
baby dragonborn we have to
baby,
see. I think.
Oh, you mean the cult leader? She's a kobold. But also I would prefer to avoid seeing. No, I'm here to research. I mean, these tunnels have a lot of academic value, and the fact that this cult has taken it over is frankly a real affront to the historical nature of these hallways, and someone's got to do something about it. So here I am.
Oh, that's
I'm already
convenient.
approaching him with the amulet. Like I'm just gonna touch him with the amulet.
No.
He kind of he kind of awkwardly like is stepping away. He goes, what do you got there? That
Nothing. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just a test. Tap.
It's
Again.
sort of like an initiation, mate. Just
he's
chillax.
kind
It's
of
all right.
sidestepping you and trying to avoid getting tapped. He goes, I'd really prefer if you didn't. That looks a lot like a cursed amulet, and I'd rather not be involved.
No, it's
guess-
actually it's an amazing amulet. You should see what it does.
I feel like Leaf would probably also think it is a cursed amulet, honestly.
Yeah.
I have
would
no idea what you're
agree with
talking
that.
about.
Well, if you don't let us touch you with the amulet, we'll give you horse hands.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Counter offer to the horse hands. I can look at the amulet and I can tell you its magical properties. I'm good at that.
Okay, so you're good with magical items in general, then, like as far as.
I should hope so.
analyzing
I
things.
have 7 PhDs.
I mean, so you could give us some sage advice, basically.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah.
But
I'll
I
see.
think he says he is a researcher. You said you're a researcher, right? Aren't we? They're supposed to bring back sage and
Well,
researcher, right? Is that what? I look at my list that I drew on my hand before we left.
It's
Very
just
poorly
gibberish.
drawn.
Yeah.
2 boxes with what is spelled sage and researcher next to it,
Please
but
tell me you chiseled it.
incorrectly. I used a little marker. Chiseling. Flynn, would I ask you to carve a message into your skin with a knife to remember things?
Flynn would never have said that out in character. No.
I'm sorry, your eyes were just like, I could tell you were thinking it, Flynn. You sick little guy.
Wow, that's no, of course not, never, Pewter. No, I would never ask that. I mean, we were looking for a researcher. Guys, are we just gonna go ahead and take him? Are we done?
Well,
We should ask him
sorry,
first.
I was about to say, can we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. I mean, we're coming off a bit awkward. My name is Prez, and may I ask who we're speaking to?
I'm Pewter Prez. We've met before.
Thank you, Pewter. If I didn't tell you, he's the brains of the operation. We all look up for him and his inspiration.
Thank you.
And your name's kind person.
Yeah,
In front of me.
the name's Vincent. I am an academic researcher and studier of magic. You know, not to brag or anything, but I do have 7 PhDs in every school of magic except necromancy, in which I have a master's. So, you know, it's...
Sounds like he's bragging, honestly.
No, I specifically said not to brag, so that, you know, sort of negates it.
Have you ever played in a mage band, mate?
I mean, I'm not really a big music guy, personally.
I see. 7 PhDs and you can't sing a lick.
Okay, well, I don't see your PhD, so...
Well, I'm gonna let that one just lie. Anyways,
Hey, you struck first.
No. It sounds like you're brilliant. Flynn, I don't think leaving is an option, because I think the door we came through kind of doesn't work now. So I think the path out is the path forward. So Vincent, you look like you've been here a bit. What should we expect on the other side of that door?
Oh, yeah, we're sort of in a puzzle chamber. I don't really know another way to describe it. Someone, I mean, who's to say who, has been arming them as they were, I don't know, hypothetically, like, on their way out. For, you know, no apparent reason, before the door mysteriously slammed shut. So we can just, you know, make our way back in there through all of the doors that were just locked towards the angry kobold lady, and then, you know, she can open the front door or whatever.
Don't think we forgot about your little comment about the fire elemental, the basement. So,
oh yeah, we can also save her. That feels like a good thing to do.
Well, it seems like you've established she needs saving, right? And it's a she, right? And so, what do you say, fellas? I mean, do we go with this guy for now and decide later if we invite him along, or just let Tuffet take care of things? I mean, what do you want to do?
Can I roll insight to see, like, if this guy is, you know, a cult member or not?
Sure. Roll with disadvantage because his face is covered.
Okay. 18 and 7. Right.
He told you he isn't a cult member. It could go either way. You're inclined to believe him, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Despite
add on
him
to
being
that.
dressed exactly like a cult member.
Hey, so are you all at this point.
Yeah, but we weren't hiding.
Yeah, we weren't like...
We could have, but
In his defense, presumably he was in the room, and then suddenly, hurtling at great speeds, a giant rock flew into the room.
all I'm saying is there's 6 spots, and he just happened to be in the mannequin spot instead of taking the robes with the ground. I'm just saying. Can I roll insight as well?
Yeah, go ahead. Disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it was gonna be really good, and then I got a 2. So.
No clue. He is a closed book. The opposite of an open book.
Well, Piotr doesn't have to roll insight because he can tell this is a good guy, a good stand-up guy. So I say, by the way, Mr. Vincent, you said, I'm Piotr Shale. Nice to meet you. These are the rest of my friends, Miss Tuffet, etc. And I just have a question because we were talking to our friend before. It's funny you mentioned fire elemental because... and then Peter remembers that he clearly said not to mention anything about fire elementals. Because he is not fire elemental, but he knows what that is, and he said that. And also...
Is your friend like a conjuration mage? Like, do they summon elementals, or...?
He is... the question I was going to ask actually eludes me. Do you think this sash looks good on me?
Roll a... You're not... I guess... Deception. Deception.
I mean, he does look good.
Yeah.
Wait, you said deception?
Yeah, roll a
that feels hurtful.
It's a lie of omission.
Okay, I got a 19, so
damn,
joke's
okay.
on you.
Yeah, Vincent
Peter's
looks...
working.
He's doubtful, I think, but also, like, he's still kind of trying to understand you, so he just goes, okay, I hope your friend is well. I don't really see how that's relevant to the conversation.
Well, he was trampled by zombie bulls, so he's probably okay.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Anyway, so, shall we?
It looks...
Yeah, I think you should...
Good or not, but okay.
Peter, for what it's worth, I think your sash just rocks, man. Just rocks.
Thank you, Priz. I like how your cloak looks too. It really helps your mane poof out to the sides there.
You're too kind. You're too kind, actually. So, shall we follow this gentleman in, or Flynn, do we want to send Leaf ahead? I mean, we've got to make a decision, but I can't find a 6-inch.
Yeah,
rope.
I was looking for the pixie robe too, and I can't find it, so I just think we leave him for this one.
The smallest one I found went on Tuffet, and that's the smallest one I could find.
Surprisingly, the one I'm wearing is a tad small. I don't know who wore it last, but like the sleeves are a little rolled up. It'll work. Well, if you've been here for a bit and it's a puzzle room, do you know what the puzzle's about, or do we just kind of like use our cloaks of cultives? Like, what do we do?
Oh, I mean, for this room, it's just walk through the door with a cloak on. It's pretty simple. As for the rest of the rooms, I don't know. Ideally, you guys can just figure that out. And, I'm here. I don't want to, like, spoil the puzzle for you guys. I think it's more fun if you figure it out yourself. So, like, if you just get really stuck, I can help you. But I think, like, you guys seem smart. You should be able to figure it out on your own.
That's great. Group huddle, please. As I kind of like try to gesture over.
I get down on my knees and crouch.
Yeah, I mean, every group huddle has to be. Either that or you guys are lifting me up and I'm holding it into shoulders or something. So, researcher, very well studied, not good with puzzles. I don't know. It's just not adding up.
I like him. I think he's fun. He's nice. He's a very friendly, straightforward guy. I think he just wants us to have a good time, Very strategically placed in case we need help.
That's true. Look, I'm sorry, Priz. I was wrong about you, so I think Pewter's got the compass here. He's got him on straight, so I guess he's a good guy.
Well, we're wrong about me. I mean... I wasn't in that meeting, was I? I mean, this is like an earlier group huddle.
No. I was just nothing. Never mind. So why don't we just let him go first, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if we come across a maze, don't worry about it, because I have maze hand, and that lets me use my hand to figure out how to do mazes. So we're good if there's a maze. So just
Or makes it
throwing
worse.
that out there.
I don't
More
I
mazes.
don't want to harsh your buzz, Priz, but the last 2 uses of the ring have not done. Well, I mean, okay, mine did what we thought it would, but like, it wasn't helpful. I think we should be careful.
All right.
Also,
but
Riz, I don't think it'll work on you because it's not May's paw. It's May's hand. So
I also I definitely should have set like a number of times you can use the ring before a rest. That was on me.
I haven't
like
used
too.
it. I haven't used Herb used it once and Pewter used it once, but I haven't used it yet. So
I like,
like
the
that.
monkey
I
paw
like the
logic
monkey
though.
paw.
Yeah.
Like, he uses May's hand,
yeah.
and his hand just configures into a horrifying, just
I-
breaking bones.
I operate off
around.
of genie rules. Like I am always going to try and find the worst possible outcome for your choices.
I
kinda
do
so
like
good.
It's
the
a
one
good
person
counter.
gets a one use before like
Right.
the reset of the day. Like so you have to
Yeah.
pass it.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, you
We'll do
might
that.
as well start working on a mage band graphic. Just say that. Just let you
Oh,
know.
I had a PNG of a default marching band ready to go. It gets
Alright.
very tough to type when like half your keyboard is set to keybinds. Like that's tricky. But as
Yeah.
you guys kind of fall out of your group huddle, you hear Vince go, so after you four,
Oh, no, you are the honored guest after you.
no, you're the honored guest because I was in here before you, which makes you the guest. So you should go first.
But you're the
that's-
smartest
that's
one in the
fair.
room, and you would know how to enter the door the best, so after you.
I mean, by being the smartest in the room, which I'm not going to argue that fact, I think that it is imperative that, we really, like, stagger the order. I think maybe, I think we could all go in at the same time in, like, groups of 2, and, you two, you seem close. And he kind of
I'm
gestures
bored.
vaguely to all 4 of you.
I'm going in. I'm bored. I'm going in.
I did pick up Miss Puppet and put her on my head, and we are also going in.
As you all grab the handles, Urban Pewter, it kind of, the emblem glows, and the purple on your robes kind of lights up, and you hear the clicking of a door unlocking, and you are able to open the doors. Yeah. And as Pewter and Herb enter the next room, Vincent kind of trails behind them. Definitely behind, as in a, like, letting them lead if something were to jump out and attack them type way.
Mhm.
I will bring up the rear, kind of eyeing, making sure that he doesn't like bolt or do anything untowards my friends. in front.
Right, night, and I'll follow Flynn in.
All right. In this next room, it's pretty barren. And what at first you think might be a figure reveals itself to be a stone statue. And other than that, it seems as if the room is pretty blank.
Hey, Arb.
Yeah.
They were talking back there. I was just curious. What is a PhD? What does that mean?
I don't know. We don't have those in my town.
Okay, yeah, I think that guy was making it up.
Yeah, I think so too. He doesn't seem, I don't know, an amulet guy or a researcher that can't solve puzzles.
Yeah, he seems like nice guy. He's just trying a little too hard, making up things that he has. I have lots of rocks. I don't go around saying, "Oh, I have 10 rocks. Look at my rock
Yeah.
collection."
Are you talking at full volume?
Always.
Always. Yeah.
And it's echoing. We're in a cave.
You see him, like, he's wearing a mask that by all means should be covering his face, and his body language is having a visceral enough reaction to your comments that he is, like, you see his, like, foot tapping angrily, as he's, like, trying to keep his composure. He's clearly very upset by what you're saying.
I mean, imagine
It's
going
a-
around pretending you're something you're not. Like,
I know, right? It's kind of cringy, if you're being
Yeah.
honest.
I think you're being saved by the fact that you have not mentioned to Vince that you think you're a goblin at this point.
Well, he should know, so I don't. Why would I mention that?
Vince walks up to the door and he goes, yeah, I figured as much. The door is locked, so, you know, there is a puzzle in this room. This should be pretty easy for you guys, so I'm gonna let you figure it out, and if you get really confused, you can just tap me and I'll help you out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it looks like the wine has been spilled on the floor, but also splashed on the door. If you look at it the way that, so I'm wondering if we take the wine, there seems to be one left, and splash it on the door, you think that'll just open it? I always go with the alcohol solution. It seems the most straightforward. Occam's razor.
Is there a small possibility the statue was the person who tried to do it before?
No.
Right.
I think we
Go
should
ahead,
let Chris
Riz.
do it. Yeah, I think we should let Chris do it. There's no
ahead.
possibility of that.
You got this, buddy.
Alright.
Splash it on there. Let's see it.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, are you
Is
doing
this
that?
a leaf? Is this a leaf thing, or should I do it?
I mean, Prince, it's your idea. It sounds like a good idea. I'm excited to see it.
Well, all right. Wish me luck. All right. Well, I'm looking. I'm trying to see if there's anything.
I can
pattern.
hear you leaning towards the screen.
Yeah, I am literally getting closer. Like the closer I get, the better I can see the door. So, right.
All
You got this, Priz.
Okay, I walk over. Slowly, I walk over and I grab the bottle. First, I see
Roll.
the
What?
bottle. That,
Roll a strength check
flip.
if you're grabbing the bottle.
Oh, no, not the bottle in his hand. I'm grabbing the one on the far right.
I know.
That has
Roll a
it
strength
filled.
check.
Oh. Most humble apologies. Boy, did you pick my weakness. All right. Yeah, let me just roll this -1, see what happens. All right. 18 minus 1, 17.
All right. You go to lift the bottle, and as you're kind of pulling, you realize that this bottle and the one next to it are attached to the floor. They are not literal bottles. And roll a well, I'll just go ahead and say it. As you're kind of grabbing the bottle, the purple liquid that's kind of spilling out, you get a little on your paw, and it is like, it's not coming out. It is it's a stain.
On my paw.
Yeah, it's like it's in the fur. Yeah, it's also like on the corner of your
Lemon.
boots. Like it's yeah.
Wow. Oh, from the bottle, okay, it didn't move. So, right, well, look, I've got it on me, so I'm going to try to open the door.
You go to open the door. It is still locked, and you actually get more of the purple liquid on you because it was on the right door handle. So,
Is
All right,
the
someone else's turn.
are the torches in the room actually different colors?
they are, yes.
And can I investigate the torches, specifically the red and the blue one?
Sure.
I was thinking the same thing.
As you approach the torches, you see that there appears to be little levers on each of them that appears to cut the gas line, or not gas line, but cut the oxygen. They appear to be artificially lit. So it seems that for both torches, and presumably all four, you would be easily able to turn them on and off.
Okay. So guys, it seems like the only interacting thing we can do in this room is the torches. I mean, obviously other than the purple staining liquid, which I'm sorry, Priz, we need to like shop vac that or something. I don't think it's coming out. What do you guys think we should do with the torches?
think we should make Miss Tuffet purple.
You want to roll her around in the liquid? Is that what you're saying, Herb?
I think it'd be a good idea.
Herb,
Well,
I need you
think
to
we should
roll.
ask her.
Herb,
I wouldn't
I
do
need
it.
you to roll a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Herb's
That's
never
that's
gotten
the
closer
10.
It's a
to
10.
dying.
Herb, when you suggest rolling Miss Tuffet around in the purple liquid, suddenly you feel a cold chill overtake you. There's sweat on the back of your neck, and as you look down, you see the beady, dark eyes of Miss Tuffet staring into your soul, making you reconsider the suggestion heavily.
Maybe we don't roll the sheep around in the wine. I think I've reconsidered.
I think that's just wise of you, Herb. But did you, Priz, is it tasty at least? Did you get a little lick? What you think?
No, I didn't put it in my mouth because at least it didn't stain my face, and my face that's my claim to fame. But I'm wondering if different color lights, like will give us a different effect, like something's written on the wall, written on the door. There's a clue. So maybe the Flynn's discovery, we just flick off that light, see what happens, turn it on, flick off another light, etc., etc., and just see if something pops.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'll jump up and grab the blue one first.
Okay.
I'll just make a choice.
All right. You turn off the blue light. Let the record show that I do not have updated graphics for every single torch being on and off because that would be a nightmare.
Oh.
So you're just gonna have to pretend. You turn the blue flame off, and other than the room being slightly dimmer, nothing seems to happen.
Do we try another one, or should we do them each one separately?
I would think
Well-
first each one separate, and then we can do combinations. Your thoughts, Peter?
I just think this little fella over here looks. At first glance, I say, "Oh, it looks like another stonekin. This is exciting." But then I see he is not that. What is going on over here? I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
Is he turned to stone?
You take a squint. He appears to be a statue of an elven man. But maybe a half-elf. It's difficult to tell, especially for you, Pewter. And it is carved in very intricate detail. He appears to be sleeping in the sculpture, presumably intoxicated based on the many bottles of wine surrounding him. And he is incredibly lifelike, but you don't feel like he was maybe like alive at one point, but I will say he feels familiar somehow in a way that you can't place. In more of a like a tune that you think you've heard, kind of vague way. But you can't quite place where you would have ever seen someone like this.
Okay, well, it just seems like a weird thing to put in here. I thought maybe like something happened to this guy, but I think he's just a normal old statue, guys. A very fine-looking statue at that, I might add. Very intricately detailed.
Oh, oops. Go away, Vincent.
Yes.
Yes, hi, Vincent.
He looked like he was really excited to tell us something.
Sorry, I was copying something so that I can...
Well, actually,
actually. No, that's not what I meant to do. In no universe is that what I meant to do.
So, are we gonna
all right.
systematically try each light and just like?
I guess let's do it. How
All
about
right.
this? We all
Blue-
take a light. I'll be blue light. Who wants to take the next one?
I'll take
I'll be
red.
green.
I guess I will be yellow light. Me and you, Miss Tuffet. Oh.
Well, you don't have to do it for long because I will jump as high as I can and flick back on the blue torch,
Okay.
letting the next person to go.
All right, what are we turning off next?
Oh, red.
Red. All right. You turn off the red light. Nothing happens.
Turn on the red light.
All right, red light, now green light.
All right, I'll turn off the green light.
All right. Turn
And I'll
off the
turn
green
off
light.
the yellow light.
Okay.
You don't have to put on
God
the
damn
red
it! Stop! I didn't mean to. All right, you know what? Screw
Sure,
it.
now is not the time.
We're using that to cover up. All right, so as Herb turns off the green light and Pewter turns off the yellow light, leaving only the blue and red still flickering, you hear a faint click coming from the door.
That didn't work. Okay, I turned the yellow light back on.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think
Yeah, you hear another click from the door when you do that.
It's so weird. I think this is broken. I keep flicking the switch.
Wait, try it again, Pewter. Priz, for a second there, you can even see the stain on your paw.
Okay, I turn it off.
All right, you turn it off.
Okay. And I'll move for the door and test the lock.
I turned it
On
on
the
right before he
left-hand
turned the lock.
Priz, right
Did
as
it work,
you
Priz?
yeah, it's you right as you grab the door, Pewter turns the light back off. Or on, rather.
Nothing is happening with
Yeah.
this. It's just a dumb little torch.
I mean, it appears to be locked.
Yeah, Peter, I'm sorry. Look, the other light, it's with my eyes, so it's a little sensitive. Would you turn that off for just one more second? It's kind of,
Okay, yeah, I turn it off.
thank you. Door handle turn.
Yeah, it
As soon
opens.
as I hear the click.
Yeah, it opens.
Oh,
Oh,
Priz,
Pew-
you just said weak
Pewter.
wrists the first time.
No, Pewter, you did it. It was great. Wonderful work there.
Yeah,
shall
great
we-
job, guys. You did a really good job. It was a color puzzle because the door was purple, so you have to turn on the red light and the blue. I mean, does it make sense? Did you get it?
So you knew that the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But
Priz,
I
it's-
got
horse hands.
with here, honestly.
Give him horse hands. I think he deserves horse hands.
no,
for
please,
that one.
please don't do the horse hands. I would.
mean-
I'm sorry. It was. I won't say anything on the next one. Or I mean, I will if you want me to. But yeah, I'm just gonna. He walks into the next
Oh,
room.
You expect us to believe you don't work for this cult, but you know the answer to every puzzle. I'm
He
beginning
walks.
to-
He walks into the next room, and then he immediately walks back in, and he just goes, yeah, you guys can handle that room. I think I didn't like being in it the first time I passed through. So,
It's not a channel.
Priz,
What is
you
Priz
okay there?
talking about?
I don't know. He's speaking in the riddles. I think it must be part of the room puzzle.
are you walking into the next
Probably.
room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the statue with us. I really like this statue.
It
Can I pick
is.
this?
Roll a strength check for me.
Okie dokie. Athletics or strength? Just strength?
We'll do athletics, sure.
Okay, I got a 20.
Okay. You try and pry this statue off the ground, and you are partially successful as you take the bottle and half of his arm with you, but the rest of the statue stays stuck to the ground.
Wait, okay. I got torso.
No.
Wait.
You got just about below his elbow down to the bottle. You just broke his arm off.
I just took his hand.
You took his hand, yeah. I mean, he does seem to be wearing a
Oh, no.
pretty cool leather. It's stone, of course. It's all like carved in. None of this is real stuff. But he's got some pretty cool like stone jewelry that is carved into his arm. So I mean, it looks pretty. But yeah, you did rip his arm off.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I wasn't going for that, but
Peter, it's
I'm not
okay.
gonna
It's
say no
not
to a
real.
snack.
No.
I start nibbling on the end of the as we go into the next room.
Yeah, Pewter, your face starts becoming stained with the purple liquid that is attached to the bottle. As you all walk into the next room. which appear. Oh, let me get rid of those scary X's.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Yeah, I'm not happy.
Oh, this is nice.
They're my size, and I don't like it.
They are actually they're a little bit smaller. Actually, they're varying sizes. Of
Yes,
of
inclusive
dolls.
creepy dolls.
Yeah, they're dolls with little braided pigtails. And as you all enter the room, though you may immediately leave the room, who's to say? Is anyone staying in the room? Pewter, you may have.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I looking around. It's really good craftsmanship, guys. I don't know why you're so worried. They're just dolls. You know, it would be more worrisome if like one of them wasn't a doll and was like going to try to kill us once we all let our guard down. But I don't think that's what is happening. I think they're all dolls.
As you say that, there's a loud whisper that kind of echoes around the room from no discernible source that goes, "Find the odd one out."
Flynn, what did you
really
say?
Care for that.
I am behind your leg, Peter. I am not in front of you. That was not me. We're not doing this. No. Not happening.
Who said something? Was it Herb? Chris?
Nope.
Come on.
I think it was one of the dolls.
Well, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, Herb. They're just dolls. I pick one up, I shake it around.
Yeah. It kind of rattles, and you think you hear a faint giggling sound.
Okay,
Oh, I think
well
that's the odd one out.
a little unsettling.
Shake another one. Not me. One of you guys do it.
I'll do it. I'll grab one. I'll start like grab it by the leg and start like swinging it around in a circle.
Yeah, you hear that same distant like.
Okay. Flynn, stop laughing. It's really freaking me out, man.
I wish I was laughing.
Vincent's still outside the room, like he has not gone back in.
He's also giggling.
Is there a way we can like speed this up and like activate them all at the same time and get this over with?
Activate?
Herb, you could
Take
start
'em.
setting them on fire one at a time
That's
again. and-
true. Yeah, they're pretty close together. What are the dolls made out of?
Stone.
Well, can I mention
DM.
something?
Oh, I have a better idea.
What about 2 seconds ago? Something completely not flammable.
I have a better idea though. Pewter, looks like these dolls might be made out of stone. You wanna, how hungry are you?
Well, I'm finishing up this hand, but it's just a statue, Herb. It's fine. It's not like a real hand of someone who was turned into a statue. That would be horrifying. I would have nightmares if I had done that. This is just a statue hand. But yes, I could start eating these dolls. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we've decided?
Look, before we eat the dolls, well, you guys have been discussing this, and I've been freaking out, but looking at them, there seems to be one on the right, fourth doll in or so, maybe insignificant, but all the rest of their chest areas are plain, and that one has like a little mark on it. I don't know if that's an imperfection in the stone or whatever, but it
Or an
seems that
artifact
she's
left by
sort
an
of-
artist.
Yeah, like
Oopsie.
she might be the odd one out. So I would walk over to that one and sort of, talk to it and say,
Are
Yeah,
you
is
doing
it
this
you?
currently, or are you suggesting someone else do it?
I think
"No, I'm stupidly doing it myself. I'm
Okay.
walking over to that one doll and saying, are you the one we should be talking to?"
As you
Is he
pick it up,
flirting with the dolls now? What is going on?
as you pick it up, the purple liquid from the previous room that stained your hands is smeared on her torso as you kind of, I don't know actually what you pick her up by. I assume it's the torso. But whatever, if you grab her pigtail or something, it comes off on her, and she there's that giggle again, but it's a little bit louder, and she goes and then The
Wait, I lost all that except for the giggle.
You got too high pitched there.
Oh, oops. I think the audio went
Yeah.
through on the stream, but Discord may have chopped me off.
Yeah.
But every doll in the room starts shaking a little bit. And sorry, Luigi. You hear the door click as all the dolls start kind of leaning forward and crawling towards you.
I think it's time to go, mates.
Yeah,
We've got like 2 rooms. I don't think that we have really much area to go.
I'm running for the door. I'm running for the door and see if it's unlocked and I can get through before one of those dolls touches my fur.
Yeah, Vince is also dead sprinting through the room as soon as he heard that door unlock.
Yeah.
They're trying to grab at your shoes as they're kind of crawling towards you.
I'm going to try to take a deep breath, summon as much courage as I can, and I'm going to step of the wind and like sprint through the room as fast as possible, trying to pick up any detail of any of these dolls that would be out of place.
Okay.
I'm just trying to dodge as much as possible running through it.
You all are sprinting towards the door. Flynn, if you want to make a investigation check to see if you can notice anything.
Oh, I'm gonna try. Oh, yep, that's about right. That's a 3.
All right.
I'm crying as
Yeah,
I'm running.
yeah, it was all for naught. These dolls all look the same to you, and now that they're moving, it's harder to get a good look at them. But as you kind of look at the face of this this doll, this girl, something in you feels familiarity in the same way that Pewter felt, though you have no way of knowing that. You feel as though this might be someone that you've seen before, but you can't for the life of you place where that might have been. As the 4 of you, plus Miss Tuffet, plus Vince, all shove your way through the room and presumably slam the door behind you.
So I just wanted to say it. Pewter makes sure everyone gets through, so he's like the last one. And once the last person, Miss Tuffa, goes through, you see a hand come back into the room and grab one of the dolls, and then the door slams shut.
Okay, so you're taking one of the dolls with you?
It's just a snack, you know.
Okay. You walk into a room with another stone. It seems almost like an automaton, and you hear the faint scratching of the dolls clawing at the other side of the door behind you. And as you kind of watch this automaton continually chopping this wood that disappears as soon as it hits the floor and reappears on the stump, you hear kind of a mutter that it seems to come from nowhere in the room, that says, "So busy, I could really use a hand."
Pewter, did you finish off that hand?
Yeah, right.
I
got a hand.
mean, I've been not all of it, but okay, you can have it. I was going to save it for later, but now I have this, and I hold up the doll squirming in my hand.
Oh dear God, no, Peter, why?
I'd be ashamed to leave it in case we get hungry later, but also I feel a little conflicted eating it. It's like, you know.
Yeah,
Like-
you're all about life of mages, and then now you're gonna eat a little girl who's animated.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if it's like a possessed statue, or if it's like this guy up here, and I walk over to the automaton. This guy's kind of reminds me of myself, you know. Like maybe we try talking to him first. Hey, buddy, working hard or hardly working? How's it going?
It doesn't really seem to acknowledge you. It seems very, very focused on its work. But you see the eyes, you actually kind of hear the eyes rotating in the sockets as they turn towards you, and they are they are focused on the objects in your hands, or perhaps your hands themselves.
Yeah,
Did
they're
we
pretty
establish?
nice.
Did we establish that the ring is 1 use per day per person?
Now we did.
I thought
He's
we
want me to
said
do
that.
mage hand. He wants me to
No, make
sacrifice
hand.
some mages.
Make hand.
Oh,
Ooh,
make hand.
That's good. But
That is good.
Being a right, but
Just like a hand comes
you
out.
do realize that is it once per day a rest? Because that means no music on the ride home, guys. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, thanks, Arab. Hey, teacher, I think we had homework.
We literally discussed that. We literally discussed making it once per day, so we'd have to pass it around.
I like Flynn isn't the one in trouble here, even though he's the one who came up with the rule.
Yeah, I swear, someone said it. Someone said it.
Are you casting Make Hand?
Well, wait. Did Pewter offer him the wino's hand, the elf wino guy?
Well, I was going to, but then Priz, you said that you had it covered, so I ate it.
All right.
Oh, jeez. All right. There we go. I really wanted to see a mage band. But anyway.
Well, if you want, we
I
can
will-
check.
I'm
We can check
gonna-
Tuppet's bag. Sometimes there's like random body
Oh,
parts
right.
in
She's
here.
got
That's
random
true.
body parts.
Get
She
that leg
she
on time.
hisses at you when you approach her bag. That's Miss
It is
Tuffet's
her bag.
belongings.
Yeah, it is her bag though, guys. So that's
So-
probably off the table. Sorry, shouldn't
Right.
even have.
All right. So I'm going to cast my cantrip, which is make hand. Is
All right.
now what it is,
You
and
I am terrified of this result.
I'm casting it on. I'm casting it on the little guy, the stony guy.
the one chopping wood, or the one in Pewter's hand, or there's a lot of stony guys right now.
Oh well. I'm assuming. Okay, guys, who do you think wants the hand?
I
I'm
think
saying the busy person with the axe.
Yeah. I think it's
This
the
whole
automaton.
place is creepy. I'm just throwing an assumption out here. It's probably gonna be something like a wanting to chop your hand off kind of deal. I would just like summon a hand and see what happens when you place it. on this.
Oh, if it's
okay.
just chopping a hand off, Priz, if you really want to save your little magic ring, you could get it to chop your hand off, and I could just heal it back on afterwards. No problem.
There does appear to be a lot of blood on the stump.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast make hand and have a hand appear right where the axe is coming down. I'm making a hand appear there.
Again, limited animation on this one, but as you summon a hand on the stump, you see as the stone figure starts to lower down the axe and stops about an inch above the hand, and slowly lowers the axe and picks up the hand. And you see as they kind of turn to you and nod almost appreciatively before you hear the door click. And you see them kind of take the hand and lift up those piles of wood. And underneath, almost like there's a catacombs looking thing, you see them toss the hand into the darkness. As if there's a collection of them under there before resuming their wood cutting. But you did hear the door unlock.
I
That
think we
sounds like
paid the toll.
yeah, it sounds like his tummy just had the rumblies that only hands could satisfy. Look, I've been there. I just ate it.
Oh.
And as Vince once again goes, all right, I mean, great job, guys. I'm just gonna scoot my way through here. Don't want to bother anyone. And he kind of scoots through the door again. And as the four of you are maybe kind of making your way through the room, Priz, as you look at this stone figure, you are also struck with that sense of familiarity, of a face you can't quite place.
All right. All right. I think it's time to go.
All right. And finally, into the next room. This is a very simple room compared to the ones that you were in before. Very plain and perfectly square. And in front of you, there is a statue holding a sign. And on that sign reads, "The brave find no victory here." Though, of course, there may be one party member who doesn't know that.
Well, this is what I've spent months training. I see that there are these letters, and I say, hold on, everybody. I think I can do this, if you do not mind. Is everybody...
I'll go right
Yeah,
ahead.
fuck, go for it.
Oh, by all
Okay,
means.
and also keep an eye on Miss Tuffet. Ever since she saw that hand pile, she keeps eyeing that door. Just don't let her get back in there, okay?
She's like pawing at
Oh,
the door. It's unnerving.
Hoofing, really.
Yeah, I always keep an eye on Tuffet off the corner of my eye. I've always got an eye on that.
Okay, alright. I'm rubbing my hands together. Here we go. T, he, ba, be, bar, bra, I bravi, ta bravi, the bravi, find, oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna start over.
No, that's okay, Peter. You did so good.
I mean, we don't have anywhere to be. This is
I
very inspiring.
feel like maybe this is like you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. I get it. Okay,
Vincent
if you
is
want-
so visibly fidgeting, like he is clearly so like, just like he's this close to just saying it out loud.
Okay, all right. Hold on. I think we can work off of what we have so far. I'll finish. I'll finish it. Okay. Bike.
Victory.
Thank-
It's victory. It says victory.
Okay, all right. Victory. I don't know if that's right, but I guess we'll just. Are we all going with that? I'm seeing
Yeah.
nodding. Okay, all right. Hair. The brave find no victory hair. Okay, so I guess we just have to look for hair in here. Oh, right. I'm here. I see it now. Okay, it's here. It's here. That was a close one.
Peter, I am very proud. That is amazing. Like
Oh,
seriously,
thank
it's only
you,
been only a
friend.
couple months.
Yeah, a couple months. I've been working really hard. I'm on the level 2 books now, so it's
Soon you're gonna have your own PhDs. Pebble handling degree.
yeah, okay. All right. Making up words now to Flynn. I look over at Victor.
Vincent.
Yeah, whatever. Victory.
It's very in character that you would mess his name up. He hears you could tell he was really impatient before, but in all honesty, when he hears Flynn say like, "Oh, that's incredible. You've only been learning for like a couple months." You actually see him like soften a little bit, and he goes, Is your native language something else? Like, do you speak Primordial or? Oh, well, I guess I'll go on screen. Hold on. Do you speak like Primordial or something?
Well, I do speak Primordial. I don't really know how I learned it, though. I kind of just had your little baby, you're born, and you have, like, pre-programmed languages that are just in your head already, right?
Generally speaking, that's not the case, but elementals in similar constructs tend to have languages that they speak in their native plane, and sometimes they forget what the native plane is like, but they preserve their initial language barrier, so that might be what it is. It can vary from case to case.
I'm sorry, I've lost track of what you were talking so fast. I can also play the pan flute, if that comes up. I have that. I don't have a pan flute, but I can play the pan flute. I don't know how I learned. I can do it.
In all candor, I'm more surprised by the fact that you evidently have the lung capacity to play a pan flute, which is impressive considering I'm assuming that you don't have any sort of lungs. So more power to you. That's actually really impressive.
Guess who has a pan flute in their inventory and produces it on command? Pewter, I had no idea.
What
I
is
mean,
that?
I know we're supposed to be like going further into this, and there's like a lot of pressing things, but for this experiment, can you give it a try?
What? Try what? What are you holding? What do I stick my fingers in here, Flynn? What's?
I got too ahead of myself.
Do you hand it?
Good job.
Do you hand it to
Pewter,
Pewter?
you did a great job with the reading. Just forget I said anything.
Wait, do you hand it to Pewter, or do you just present it?
I was holding it, like presenting it up, and if you grab it, you grab it. I was just holding it up in the air.
He didn't grab it, but it's not important.
Okay.
That's for later. Sorry.
Yeah.
So no, brave find no victory here. I'll be honest. Brave. Yeah.
Right.
I am terrified so far. I'm surprised the door has not unlocked already.
Do you think we have to go back the way we came? It looks like there's a lot of doors in here.
I don't want to go back to the door room, fellas.
I'll tell you
It
who
might not
does
be the
this
doll.
doll. It keeps clawing at my face. You want to just try some handles?
Door. Pick a door.
Just don't be brave about it. Be scared a little bit.
I think we should let Flynn do it then.
Yeah, Flynn,
What?
sounds
No,
like
I
you're
didn't
the
say-
guy.
No, that was not what we agreed to.
I'm like looking between all of them, and then I summon Leaf.
You're doing great. Now.
Hold. Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
this room looks scary, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't know. It's
Oh, I point to the doll that's clawing at Pewter's face.
oh,
Check this thing
jeez,
out.
what the hell is that?
Yeah, super scary. Can you try door number 1 over there? I point to the left one.
Okay, I appreciate how strong you think I am. I am not going to be able to open a door. I appreciate
I
the.
can help. You want me to help you out, little guy?
Yeah, sure. And he
Little
flies over to the
guy.
door and gestures for Pewter to open it.
Okay, I try to handle, but I'm not afraid at all. I
Um,
don't even know how to feel fear, I think.
yeah, the door opens.
Oh. Okay, guys, it worked. Thanks, Leaf.
Yeah. Pewter.
What's in there, Peter?
It
don't
appears to
know.
be a
Let's
it appears to
find
be a
out.
hallway of some kind. And it's very dark. You can't really see. There might be a door at the end.
I'll go and I'll let you guys know. Keep me stuff it safe, and keep this safe. And I toss the doll over to Priz.
What the hell?
Just hold on to this for me, bud.
Stay away from me.
Does this hallway happen to have glowing lights and fade into black? Like little dancing, like fairy lights just kind of floating around?
I feel like you're suggesting something, so I'm gonna say
Yeah.
yes, because I feel like we might be on the same wavelength, but we'll see.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Dun dun dun.
I start walking.
But it's not like I mentioned Ocarina of Time literally earlier this exact stream. Pewter, you walk down the hallway, and as you open the door, Flynn, Priz, and Herb, you are startled to see the door behind you open, and Pewter walk out.
Hello, my name is Pewter Shell.
Peter, it's us.
Take this.
yeah,
Take this bleeding doll here. Throw the rock, baby thing.
Oh, this is very strange. I need to tell my friends about this, and
No,
I go
Pewter.
back up the door.
You go back through the left door, or the one that the one you just came from?
The door I just came in from.
Okay. You turn around and walk back through the door that you came through. And as you open it, you do not find a dark hallway. Rather, you see it open up to a large cavernous room with a long open staircase kind of leading down, almost as if someone has carved these stairs on the side of like a rocky cliff that lead down into this kind of volcanic basin. It is not OSHA compliant. There is no handrail. And
Okay, I closed the door.
okay, yeah, I mean that's fair.
That's so weird. Okay, what should I call you guys?
Pewter, it's us.
Okay.
I am Flynn number 2, his evil
Okay,
twin.
this helps me understand. So I tried to go back through here. It is no longer the way that I came, so I don't know.
I think we have to go back, like backwards. I think we have to run away.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Right,
see.
let's go back. Yeah. Oh, Herb, that's brilliant, man.
I'm gonna
So we just
open the door with all the scratching noises on the other side.
Yeah, you open the door and that non-OSHA compliant room once again appears. And you also get a good look as there appears to be a large river of lava that is bisecting the room, as well as a little grouping of people that is on the other side of that lava. There appears to be a very shoddily crafted pathway across. Once again, not OSHA compliant. And you see a grouping of people in those cultist robes. And they are talking to someone, but they appear to be... The person they're talking to appears to be so short that you don't really get a good look at them. And the other two things you notice are there are two large cages. One housing a fire elemental that is kind of flitting around, and evidently something in the cage is keeping them in there, because you would imagine they could probably just pass through the bars. And the other cage, interestingly enough, is empty, and the door is open.
She is in a bird cage. Iggy lied to us. Guys, I do think the cult is down here. On a serious note.
Right. Hey, Vincent. Vincent's with us, right? He's still here? He came in
Yeah.
the room?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Right. Yeah. It's time to, step up, mate. I mean,
I'm stepping up? What?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying down these stairs. Is that the cult? Is our little kobold down there in the huddle?
You don't know that.
I mean,
You actually don't know that. You can't see who's in the huddle.
no. I ask. Is the kobold? I mean, I'm asking him. Is this? Because he said, "Oh yeah, let's go meet the little kobold lady." And I'm asking if that's where we're going. Is that where it needs to be?
She's probably over there. I mean, there's only one way to find out, and I think that you four seem very capable of handling this. And as soon as you go handle it, then I think that I can help, with the leaving part, because that's also, that's tricky in its own right. Yeah, I think you guys can do it. I think you got this under control, and you should go for it.
Why do I feel like that empty cage was for you?
That is a huge leap in logic, and
Yeah.
that's...
Chris, even I know that one. There's probably an invisible person inside that one that we
The
cannot
door's open
see.
though.
Well, maybe they want to be there. Or
I mean,
yeah, I should have thought of that, Peter. You're so right.
I don't... More than that, I don't see any reason why they would put me in a cage. I am a perfectly standard person.
oh,
So-
yeah, you work here. You can introduce us, right?
You kind of see the gears in his head turning before he's kind of like tapping his fingers together, and then he goes, okay. Honesty time. Yeah, I was the one in the cage. She thought that I might know something about immortality, which she's obsessed with, so she kidnapped me. I've been trying to get out this whole time, and then you guys came in, and I thought you were gonna kill me, so... yeah, I don't really want to go down there. So, that's the That's the sitch.
Right, and now who's the brilliant one now, mate? Right?
I mean,
right, PhD?
I don't see how my PhD has to do with this. I still have a PhD, and
yeah, you're stuck. You need us. It's all right. We got the big guy. We got the goblin. We're good. And Flynn, he's like a gymnast. It's amazing.
wait,
So
goblin?
yeah.
Here we go.
Don't even go there.
You're
friend.
so lucky I can't turn your hands into horse hands right now.
So I'll say, look, it looks like the only way out is in. So, but if we go down there, guys, I mean, obviously we're likely to get jumped. So,
Well, you
any
know,
plans?
if he doesn't want to be recognized, luckily for you, Victor,
We could disguise.
It's Vincent.
Yeah.
My name is Vincent.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we'll disguise Victor, and
Okay.
I immediately cast minor illusion to put.
God damn it! No! No!
Fair boss fight.
Don't worry, Vincent. We got you, buddy. You're safe and sound.
And
over
I'll
here.
have the eye hole so he can still see. He has 2 masks on now, right?
Yep. Honestly, he's more okay with at least you stop calling him Victor, and he's just resigned himself to like the fate. Again, I'm imagining, because the thing is, you're not casting, you know, a disguised self or a polymorph or something that would actually change the like planar structure of his face. So I am imagining that this is like the equivalent of taping a piece of paper to his head, where it's like it's a flat plane.
It's a box. It's a box with this image on every side of it.
Yeah.
Like a cube.
But
I think you look pretty dapper there, Mr. Vincent.
he goes, I mean, okay, I can go down there with you, but I can't say anything because they'll probably recognize my voice. If you all have those cloaks on, then you could probably get away with, okay, he turns to you, Pewter, and he goes, I promise I don't mean this with any offense. You might be able to get away with pretending to be offering up Pewter as a sort of possible immortal. Again, she's sort of obsessed with that kind of stuff. That's why she took the fire elemental, and she was, you know, going after the research that I had conducted. So you could probably get away with saying that you're trying to sell Pewter off or something, and I could just kind of hang back, and you might be able to get the jump on him.
Honestly, I think that's best, because Pewter's going to give away any plot we have instantly.
Well, you know, honesty, best policy. That's what I always say. Maybe we just talk to them.
Yeah. Also, I've got a change voice potion. You could take a sip of that, and between the mask and the change of voice, we could just take you down there and say you're the one we're trying to sell. They wouldn't know it's you.
Well, I'm not big on potions. I have a very sensitive immune system. I think maybe the first plan would be better.
Okay, so I drink the potion, and then I have to pretend to be a prisoner, like you, Chris.
No. So, Pewter, are you good with will you be like our hostage, and we will take you down there, and act like we're going to. You're the immortal that we've captured for her, and then that'll get us all up in there close.
I mean, okay, we'll go down there, I'll play along, but if they're really nice, I think we can just be friends, and I talk to them, and we see how it goes,
Pewter, when I was looking down the stairs, I heard them say they hate the boulder.
What?
Yeah, they were talking shit about the boulder, man. I don't think they're good guys. But you have to pretend I didn't tell you that. Just have to keep it in your heart.
It's trying to be so hard. I don't like when people don't like the boulder.
I know, but the best thing you can do against them for the boulder.
Pamphlets.
No, I don't think that's gonna help. I think
don't
you just
know.
be mad in your head and don't tell them our plan.
Okay, well, I'll think about, but honestly, if I'm just honesty is best policy, I think maybe you guys should do something to make my mouth stay closed so I can.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
just-
through my list of spells. I don't think I can do that.
You
Do you have
could-
any more of that glue herb? The horse glue?
It didn't work though.
Alternatively, you could put this on pewter.
I think he'd still talk.
I can still
Just
talk.
not
I just look handsome now. It would be too distracting. They would know that I'm no prisoner.
All I ask is you leave that thing behind, and I point to the doll that is like I assume like spider crawling all around your head and trying to rip pieces of you all.
It's actually crawled up onto the little like divot between like the rocky collar and neck, and it's like cuddled up like a cat, except it's a creepy ass
God.
doll.
Yeah, I can't leave Brittany behind, Flynn. She's
No,
part
no.
of the team.
Oh god.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm putting my little foot down. Not happening.
Pewter, when you say Brittany, the doll leans up, and like taps her little mouth to where your ear would presumably be.
The back of my head.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
and whispers something to you. And yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
wanna-
Is it okay if I tell everybody, little miss, what you just said?
She giggles.
She said her name is Little Gummy. It's Gummy. Is her name.
Little gummy.
No, just Gummy, but she's little. Like I call Flynn Little Flynn all the time when he's not around us or his
What?
back is turned.
Wait, what?
Oh.
All right, there's only enough room for one little person in this group. I claim that spot. I'm sorry, Peter, but no, not happening. Can't do it. She's staring at me, and it's just no.
Well, hold on. I think we have a solution to this. It's staring us right in the face. Herb, if you would, just put that on Gummy's head so Flynn feels a little
I think
safer.
we really need this for the. Hold on, what's your name? Victor? Right, Victor.
No, it's Vincent, please. You can call me Vince if it's easier. But
I like that.
Vic.
I like
All
this.
right, Vic. We need this for Vic. And I'm going to recast it on Victor.
you're casting the face thing again?
Yes, we need it every minute. I'm recasting it.
It's so
I think it will help.
Just
This is gonna make combat very difficult.
Yeah. Well, the second I have to use any spell that requires concentration, it's like immediately fails.
At that point, it's probably they would know.
At this point, it's
anyway.
more just he's like, okay, I appreciate the sentiment, but I feel like it's gonna be the goal is to not draw attention to me, and I feel like this is actively doing the opposite of that.
You can't see what you look like. Be quiet.
I see a sheet of white.
Herb, do you still have that compact funhouse mirror?
No, I left that on PP.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, wait, what
All right,
happened
so
to our
I think we're
horse?
getting.
For context,
They were
PP is the
eaten
name
by
of
the
Herb's
zombies?
horse.
Yeah.
If you missed last episode.
You think Brock is okay? Those hungry zombies looked pretty ravenous.
Well, they got turned into cows and they'll eat grass, so I think we're fine.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Vince
I
goes.
think we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah.
I think we talk to the cult.
Okay.
I mean, they haven't spotted us yet, so I mean that's a good sign.
Um,
So
yeah, you hold
Yeah.
on.
You got the rope. You guys can tie my hands up if you want.
I don't think that's believable. I'll.
And are you guys walking into the room?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Right. Yeah, and we wrapped some rope around Pewter's arms, but it's not in such a strong way because his arms are behind him that he could pull it apart if he wanted to. I
Okay.
mean, we've set it up that way.
I'm
walking next
actively
to
trying
Peter.
not to right now.
I'm walking next to Peter, grabbing like his. Are you still wearing the robes like a sash? Is that what's still happening?
Yes, it's draping down my thigh in a very seductive way.
I am grabbing your sash like I'm puffing my chest.
Oh,
Like
Flynn.
I'm leading your way, but it looks more like a small kid like holding onto their parent.
Oh, you have all caught me. I'm so scared. Such big, strong people here.
As you
Hey,
approach. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to ask Vincent what we're supposed to call. We were supposed to be part of the cult. So when we get down there, is there like a password or a saying they use or a greeting or what do we call her? I mean,
We know what the cult
pretending
name
we're part of
is.
the group.
Vince goes, I don't really know the cult's name. The leader's name is Belfi. I know that. But I don't really know a lot of information. I will also make the comment because I forgot to, but I feel like it's important. Herb, as you were leaving, you glance back at the statue and also feel the sense of familiarity. I didn't want you to feel left out.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, Vince goes, I don't know really anything about her, so I'm just gonna hang back and I'm gonna stop talking now.
Right, it's so helpful.
And as you approach, you hear what seems to be an one-sided argument as a group of cloaked figures kind of seem to be nervously fidgeting, almost as if they're getting berated, which it sounds like they are. They nervously are like, We're sorry, Miss Belfi. It won't happen again. I don't know how he managed to pick the lock. To which the voice behind them, still kind of crowded, goes, it's like, I gave you, like, one job, and, like, he was, like, really hard to find, okay? So I'm just, like, a little bit, like, upset that you would, like, even do that to me, frankly. Like, whatever!
Wait, we
I think
know
I'm
this
the real
voice.
Brittany.
I think
Wait.
we do.
This is a
I think this is
recognizable voice.
Lindsay from the visitor center.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a side hustle. Great.
This is her side hustle, not the visitor center.
Right.
This is where the dramatic cutback is that the Lindsay that you knew at the visitor center was actually just a very elaborate papier-mâché puppet. And it was
just
all
imagining
for...
two kobolds in a cloak.
Yeah. Lindsay was 2 kobolds in a trench coat.
Wow.
Yeah. And you're about to meet one of them. Crazy. As the cultists kind of spot you, they turn and almost like clear a path, so that you can deal with the wrath of Belfi, who looks at you and kind of standing there at a very impressive 2'8", something like that, goes, oh my god, like, whatever. I did not, like, even ask for this. And, like, who are you guys?
We're in the cult.
Hello.
Miss Belfi, we have found this rock golem, and to the best of our knowledge, we feel that he may be immortal. So we brought him down. We weren't here and had nothing to do with whoever escaped. That's these fellas over here. But we have brought you something that might truly be immortal.
She's like, okay, like, putting aside the fact that if you knew nothing about the fact that someone escaped, then, like, you totally wouldn't have mentioned that you knew that someone escaped. That means, like, you were totally involved. But I'm willing to put that aside because, like, oh my god, did you say that, like, this rock golem is immortal? OMG.
We tried to kill him and we couldn't, so...
It is true. I have been captured and am a prisoner by these very strong cult people, and am immortal. I am immortal.
Is he reading this from somewhere?
She goes, okay, like, that's cool or whatever. I, like, don't really care. I'll, like, torture you for information later. If you guys could, like, put him in the cage since it's open now, I guess. It's like now we're, like, using it because you idiots let the, like, guy that we got get away. And she starts shouting at her cultists again.
Right.
There is no need for cage. I can tell you how I achieved my immortality, and maybe you can too. Have you ever heard of the boulder?
Jesus Christ. She's like, I don't care about your stupid rock religion, all right? Get in the freaking cage.
Well, if you take a look, and I break the rope, and I pull out a pamphlet that I carved.
As soon as you break the rope,
I hand it to her.
yeah, you don't really get close enough. As soon as you quote unquote break those ropes, you see the cultists all withdraw weapons and or summon little eldritch blasts on their hands, and she goes like, oh my god, like, we're gonna take you, like, dead or alive. And she turns to attack you. And that is where we're going to leave this session.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
I don't want to jump the gun here, but I think we've got some new converts to the boulder now. I think this is going really well.
I mean, Pewter, is that you admitting it's a cult?
No, I said converts is not say the word cult.
I like how she had heard of the boulder. Like she knew immediately what he was talking about. Rock religion. Yeah, she immediately knew.
I will say I did realize that I used this voice already. Like, because in my head, I'm like, this is what she sounds like. Like, everything about her screams that this is her voice. And it occurred to me, I'm like, I used this voice already, because that wasn't supposed to be a character that you really interacted with for a long period of time. And I'm like, I'm going to have to deal with this. And I was like, should I change her voice? And I'm like, no, I can't. It has to be that.
You're like, it's okay. My players would never call me out in front of me.
Right.
Same voice.
I think it's okay for multiple people to have the same voice.
Yeah.
Well, that's like they called out, on the chat, right? Well, we'll take you dead or alive. Wait, if he's immortal, how are you not taking him dead?
Well, if he turns out dead, then she doesn't want him, and if she turns out alive, then that's useful to her. So either way, it helps. Yeah. I will say, prepare for combat, unless you have some miraculous way to talk your way out of this, which I'm not discounting. That's why I haven't had you roll for initiative yet. What?
MG, you have a golem.
Oh, I'm
That's so cool.
I'm sorry. I'm reading Luigi Master's comment. Just pretend it's the same. Shh. I have already fixed it once. We're gonna keep it that way. But yeah, we're gonna wrap that here. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching the VOD, thank you for listening to that as well. This VOD and the previous week's VOD, we had some complications uploading it, but we'll have both of those uploaded ideally this weekend. And we, of course, will see you all next week, same time, where we will meet. Did I say Master? I meant to say Luigi Mactor. Oopsie doopsies. But we will see you all next week. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.